What's up, everybody? Today I want to talk about the 5 lessons I learned from spending $19,000 on Facebook ads. Now, if you've ever run Facebook ads before, you know how frustrating it can be and how much of a money pit it can be as well. So today I really wanted to go into those 5 lessons that I learned from spending quite a bit of money on Facebook, and hopefully those lessons will help you avoid the same pitfalls and make better decisions. So, lesson number 1. Everything matters, okay? And now this doesn't just apply to Facebook ads. This applies to ads on all platforms, TikTok as well. If you're throwing an ad together, even if you've done a whole bunch of research and even if you know your avatar really, really well, you're leaving everything up to chance if you're just putting an ad together and running it. And that's because there is so much human psychology involved in advertising, it's not even funny, okay? I'm talking everything from the colors to obviously the copy, to the images you use, the thumbnails if you're running video ads, to your hooks, to the emojis that you include. Everything matters, and everything can make a big difference at the end of the day in your click-through rate and in your cost per click. So this was a mistake that I made at the very beginning, and that I think a lot of beginners make, is thinking, I just want to run ads. I'm just gonna put something together and it's gonna be awesome. As soon as I start spending money, I'm gonna get sales and things are gonna go great. And that is not the case. So I'm telling you right now, if you have never run a Facebook ad, or if you've just started, take a step back, stop, okay? And don't waste your money without doing the next few steps that I'm gonna talk about, okay? This is super important. It's so easy for us to get hooked into wanting to spend money with Facebook because we want to see the results. And the truth is the results are not going to come, okay? I'll show you a screenshot right now. This is my Facebook ad account for the last year. You can see right here at the top that this is from last October, 2021 until November of 2022. I spent $19,400 and had nearly 3 million impressions, okay? And I can tell you, this was not profitable. I did not make money. I lost money, okay? So if you think you're gonna run a Facebook ad, spend 20 bucks and make money, it is not going to happen, okay? So lesson number 2 that comes out of this is that everything must be tested, okay? Here I'm talking about Facebook ads, but when I say everything must be tested, it really means everything must be tested beyond your ad as well. We're talking about landing page copy, landing page images, color of your add to cart button, everything gets tested. Okay, and this is a very time-consuming process, and it's also a very expensive process, but it doesn't always have to be. And the way that we do Facebook ad testing is actually very basic, and you can get very accurate results from a test that only costs about $150. We use a method called high impact testing, which is not actually our own method. This is a method that we learned from Mint CRO. So we're not in any way affiliated with them, but if you want to check them out, they've got a really good Facebook ads testing method. And if you do want me to dive deeper on the subject of high impact testing, just comment below and let me know, and I can make a video about that. But essentially what it is it breaks down your ad and has you test every aspect of it with a very low impression count. Okay, so you start off by testing the text that you're gonna use overlaid over top of an image. Then you test the image itself, and then you test your primary text, your headline, and finally your button, your call to action button. Okay, and this whole test, if you do it properly and you're used to doing it, can be done within a day or 2, and you're spending maybe $100 to $150 on it, okay? So everything must be tested. That is lesson number 2. Don't just jump into an ad. Test things beforehand. You'll get much, much better results. You'll lower your CPC and you'll increase your CTR. Okay, lesson number 3. I learned that Facebook ads are comparatively expensive if you're testing a product and looking for a winner. Okay, so the way that I've been building my business is using drop shipping as a way to validate a product. So I do product research, I find something I think might work, and then I create a product listing for it, and then we basically drop ship it. And we do that to validate the product, to see, is it worth buying inventory of this product, and can I figure out the right messaging and the right ads that are going to sell this product, okay? So I did this through Facebook ads for an entire year. You can see that here, $19,000 spent, okay? Limited success. I did not find what I would call a winning product. I found a few products that sold well. We sold about 400 units of one product, but it wasn't profitable. Okay, and that's really the big issue here is, yes, I could continue spending money on Facebook ads and selling that product, but I wouldn't be profitable, so I'm gonna lose a whole bunch of money, okay? And so very recently I started playing with TikTok ads, and what I discovered from TikTok ads is that they're actually much, much cheaper. But if I were starting from scratch, oh wait, I am starting from scratch, I would test products in TikTok as opposed to Facebook first. Here you can see my Facebook costs on one of the ad tests that I did. And here you can see the TikTok costs for the same product both will run to a broad audience, okay? Now, here I'm comparing two tests with broad audiences, and we know that Facebook is generally much better than TikTok at targeting down, and that's because they have so much more information on each of us to feed their algorithm, whereas TikTok is much newer, the algorithm is much newer, and they don't have as much interest targeting as Facebook does, okay? But for me, from a product testing point of view, I would say start with TikTok. Your costs will be lower, you'll get results faster, and then once you figure out your targeting, your messaging, and you find a video ad that really works, then I would move over to Facebook and test it there. And now not every product will work on both platforms, but it is worth testing both. I would just start with TikTok first. All right, lesson number 4. It is nearly impossible to be profitable unless you have a business, not just a product or a funnel. And this is something I did not understand at the beginning, and it's something I feel that most people who are starting a business, especially when you're starting with drop shipping, most people don't understand this, okay? It is very, very difficult. I will not say impossible, but it is very difficult to be profitable if you're just selling a product. Okay? What I mean by this is that you really need to build out a funnel around the product, and then you need to build a back end once people have bought that product so that you can turn them into repeat customers and increase your average order rate, or average order value, sorry. Okay, so what I mean by a funnel is you can't just present someone with a product, say, this is an awesome product, please buy it, and expect to be profitable, okay? You have to introduce them, not just a product, but an actual offer. So maybe you're creating a bundle or you're doing a 2-for-1, okay? And then once that person purchases your upfront offer, then they're shown upsells. They're shown other products that they might potentially want based on the initial offer that they bought, okay? And then on the thank you page, you would have another offer for another product that's related to the initial product that they bought, okay? All of this is to increase your average order value and essentially help you cover your costs of marketing and hopefully make a profit, okay? But the real secret is to have a complete business built out on the back end. That means email flows and affiliates. And this is much, much harder to build out, but that's really where the recurring revenue and the profits will come from. Now, lesson number 5, and this is something that I didn't understand until very recently, but Facebook is going to automatically try to show your ads to a very specific section of the population, namely people aged 55 and higher, okay? Now, why is that? There's 2 reasons. One, that section of the population has the most disposable income, therefore they are the most likely to buy. And believe it or not, Facebook actually does want you to be successful, because the more successful you are, the more you're going to pay for ads through them. And so they're going to show you, or show your ads to the people with the most disposable income, the people who are most likely to purchase your product. Now, however, depending on what you're selling, that section of the population, 55 and older, might not be the person who's buying your product, right? But Facebook's going to show your ads to those people because at the end of the day, they're actually going to charge you higher CPMs to reach those people. In other words, Facebook charges you for every 1,000 impressions, right? And so they'll charge you a higher amount for 1,000 impressions shown to people 55 and older, because everybody's trying to reach those people. Everybody knows those are the buyers. And so they're all trying to reach that age segment, okay? And so if Facebook is showing your ad, now you're competing with a lot more people and they can charge you more money. And at the end of the day, they also make more money, okay? So all I'm saying is you have to be very aware of this and check your demographic data in Facebook to make sure that Facebook isn't just forcing your ads to an older audience, okay? And if you don't know how to do that, comment below. I can make a video about that as well. The way you solve this problem is just targeting. It's targeting in your Facebook ad set. Just ignore people 55 and older, and I typically select people age 25, sometimes even younger, maybe 20 to 23, all the way to about 54. And then you can test those. You can actually create individual ad sets per age group and find out who's adding to cart and who is actually purchasing. And then now you know, okay? And that should lower your CPMs. So guys, those were the 5 lessons I learned from spending $19,000 running Facebook ads unprofitably. Hopefully you guys learned something from that. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe. I'd love to hear from you guys. I'm trying to respond to every single comment. That's my goal. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys next time.